Alright, what's going on everyone? It's Picky Choco, and in today's video we'll take a look at some interesting new news. So the 4 stars that might be on the phase 1 and phase 2 Itto banner, new interesting info that might be a signal for HEIZOU's arrival, which is very interesting, and a 2.4 info that might clear the doubts clouded about the potential areas. So tons of interesting news, but before getting into that, I'd just like to ask if you want to enter the 2 blessings giveaways. It's the topmost link in the description, and make sure to subscribe so that you won't miss on any latest news, speculations, and stuff related to Genshin like this. Alright, finally, let's move into the video right now. So firstly, let's talk about the possible reasoning of 4 stars and then proceed to HEIZOU. So firstly, I'll pop off a screenshot. So as you can see, the information provided is prediction, speculation, and not a representation of final product. So please just keep this in mind when we go through all of these crumbs. But don't worry, I'll be sure to update on all of that. So as for the 4 stars, it is very clear that miHoYo is taking quite a huge risk by deploying 2 best 5 stars, but it's quite understandable that if they don't have good 4 stars, chances are the players would find it a bit confusing. So according to these considerations, the first character that might hop in is Bennett, because as a 4 star, he's one of the best compatible units in any party system and would be an excellent deal breaker for the players. The second on the list is Barbara or Noelle, simply because they've been speculated from a long time on the banners but have not popped. But I personally think it might be Noelle, just because this whole 2.3 scenario is referred as the Geo patch. Now the third one is pretty tricky, which is Sarah or Rosaria, and the reason being is the Inazuma's banners have shown us 2 different patterns. Firstly, the release of a 5 star clubbed with a similar element 4 star, for example Hu Tao, Thoma, Bal, and Sarah. So considering that, Chongyun already got his chance and Kaya never appears in the limited banner, so Rosaria's the choice. And secondly, 2.0 Sayu's immediate arrival in 2.2 was a bit shocking. So considering that, Sarah might be in this patch or the Itto ones. So do let me know what characters you think might be popping in these banners, because the characters rolling in these banners might be same, because if they keep giving different ones, there won't be any unique characters to roll for, and that's not how a gacha works, right? So I'm very excited to see how this double banner performs and how much of a benefit it provides to the players. Now moving on to HEIZOU. So characters are the most important and interesting thing that the players keep an eye for and get to know about them. So I'll just pop off a screenshot that kind of bears a little resemblance with the sussy crumbs of WFP. So recent speculation suggests that 2.5 itself might not be the end for Inazuma because of the way Mondstadt and Liwa ended from 1.0 to 1.6. So possibly there might be a new set of male or female characters introduced in the game. Now I'm not sure about this, but some speculations indicate the possibility to be HEIZOU, which is backed up by interesting reference and pattern. So the character voice lines, different mentions, and a folklore relation tend to help the guessing of a character whether he'll be playable or not, which has been kind of proven in case of Arataki Itto. So similarly, HEIZOU also tends to have some mentions by the playable characters like Ayaka and even Kujosera because of the similar commission that they are in. And most interestingly, his some sort of a cousin calls him detective, which gives an idea of his class. And currently, Inazuma represents a system which has Empress, Lieutenant, Generals, Grand Priest, and our cute Ninja Sayu. Now there's no official information about his playability or even rarity, but considering all these factors of cultural reference, class, way too mentions by the NPCs and playable characters kind of makes a slight sense. So it will be very interesting to see how miHoYo represents these different classes and what more new characters do they give players in the future storyline, and I'll be looking forward to that. Now moving on to whether 2.4 might be a chasm. According to some latest theory and speculations, 2.4 might not be a chasm, and the reason being is Dendro. Now we all know that there are rumors of chasm having an introduction to Dendro element, and if that happens in 2.4, what about the speculated lineups of Zhao, Ganyu, Yaimiko, Ayato, and tons of new characters, which will likely disrupt the fluid flow of characters and in short will make players hella confusing as to what to spend their Primogems on, because right now the banners are progressing in a speedy way, which is already putting a lot of pressure on the F2Ps. So chasm in 2.4 seems a little bit weird. Now talking about the space, it is rumored that some areas might come out again, though I'm not sure about that, but some recent speculation suggests that the underwater area near Kokomi's palace might be a possible queue, because referring to folklore, it seems to have some big things mentioned about Orobashi rescuing the people and bringing them safe into Watatsumi, and from certain quests and side missions, it seems that that people do follow the traditions of that area. So I'm very excited to see how they introduce this new area to the players and what kind of unique and valuable experience will it provide to the players. So that's basically it for today's video. Just thought I'll update y'all on some recent speculations about HEIZOU's possible arrival and some interesting news about which the players are excited about. So I hope you enjoyed the video. So make sure to subscribe so that you won't miss on any latest updates and news related to Genshin like this. As always, I'll see you all in the next video with some interesting new news. Until then, stay safe and stay picky.